The silence in the Ethelred library wasn't just an absence of sound, it was a presence. For Elara, the sole librarian, it was a comfortable companion. Her world was one of dust motes dancing in sunbeams and the soft scent of aging paper. One Tuesday, while reshelving in the Forgotten Annals section, her fingers brushed against a spine with no title. The cover was warm, like living skin. Intrigued, she pulled it free. The pages were blank, except for the first one, which held a single sentence written in shimmering, silver ink. The story changes with the last words spoken. Elara scoffed. A children's fancy. But as she muttered the words aloud, the empty page before her flickered. An image formed, a simple sketch of the library's front steps, but cracked and overgrown with vines. Fascinating, she whispered. The moment the word fascinating left her lips, the book trembled. The silver sentence vanished, and new text began to flow onto the blank page, writing itself in elegant, black script. Elara found the library fascinating, and so she never left. The vines grew thick over the doors, and the world outside became a forgotten dream. A cold dread slithered down her spine. She rushed to the nearest window. Thin, green tendrils were already snaking across the stained glass, thickening as she watched. The book was a reality engine. It didn't just tell a story, it became the story, and the last word she spoke became its command. Panic surged. She had to fix this. She needed a word to reverse it, to banish the vines. "Stop," she commanded the book. The text on the page updated instantly. She cried stop, and so the world did. The vines froze, the dust hung motionless in the air, and Elara's own heart ceased to beat in a terrifying, silent stasis. She couldn't breathe. A pressure built in her chest, a scream with no air to carry it. This was worse. She had traded isolation for eternal imprisonment. "Think, Elara, think," she screamed in her mind. She needed a word of action, of reversal, but not one so absolute. She focused all her will on a single, powerful concept. A word that meant renewal, growth, and change. With the last of her consciousness, she pushed the word out, a desperate, silent plea formed by her lips. "Rewrite." The world exhaled. The pressure in her chest vanished. The frozen dust continued its dance. Outside the window, the vines didn't just disappear. They withered, blew away like ash, and the vibrant city beyond was visible once more. The text in the book swirled and resolved into a new sentence. Elara, wiser for the experience, closed the book and understood. Some stories are meant to be read, not written. She placed it back on the shelf, a guardian of a power too great for any one person to wield. She didn't burn it or hide it. She simply slid it back between a treatise on geology and a book of lullabies, its plain spine disappearing once more. The magic wasn't in the book, it was in the choice. And from that day on, Elara, the librarian, chose her words with the utmost care, forever aware of the power held in a single, final word.